Final Fantasy XIV. What? You can't see the character select screen because it's blocked. Well, that's no fun, is it? Well, the world is only got 27 people in the queue, which, to be quite honest, I was expecting a lot more. So yeah, it's patch 5.3 day. We have been waiting a couple of months, actually longer than a couple of months, to play this. It was supposed to come out in June. It then got pushed back to August. Obviously, coronavirus is stopping development, and people are obviously working from home, so it was harder to get all the patch stuff together. So obviously, it's been a bit later, but on the plus side, we've managed to get more Moogle tombstones, which would have finished yesterday. So yeah, we are looking at the new 5.3 story. Open the Final Fantasy XIV Lodestone Play Guide in your default web browser. Oh, that's new. First new thing. An option to open the Final Fantasy XIV Lodestone Play Guide in your default web browser. No, because I'm on a PlayStation and that would load Internet Explorer and take forever. Right, let's start by just selling some crap. Because everybody loves to sell their crap. Just put some random prices on. So yeah, it's so hot today as well. It is absolutely boiling. I am literally sat here sweating. I mean, I don't know where this heat wave's come from, but it's taken over the world. Well, Europe at least. But yeah, it's just been so hot. It's been like sweltering. I mean, you kind of have all your windows open. That doesn't seem to help. You shut all the curtains to try and keep the heat in. That doesn't seem to help either. So really, there's not much you can do apart from just sitting here and slugging. But then again, we don't have as hot of weather as other countries, so to be fair, we can't really moan. Attain Mahuta. Let's sell you for 20. If someone likes to buy my 20, they are fine. Right. So let's just change to our Dragoon, as our Dragoon is the main. In the name of the light, let's go to the Crystarium to start 5.3. Now, I've read the patch notes already. There's obviously new story, so the continuation of the Crystal Brave story. You've got the new Beast Tribe quest, which is the dwarves, which is a crafting Beast Tribe quest. So if any of you are like me, I'm not really great at crafting. I don't really know how to do it properly. So generally I wait until stuff like this and then just level them all up for fun, because it's a lot easier. So now you can level your crafters from 70 to 80 by doing the Beast Tribe quests. Also, the Beast Tribe quests are pretty good in themselves. I quite like the side story. They tend to do a bit more fun side to them. So we've got main story, we've got Beast Tribe quests, then we have the new Near raid, which is the bunker. For today, we're just probably going to look at the story because they said it's going to have like a film's worth of cutscenes. So if it has a film's worth of cutscenes, that's probably like 2 hours of cutscenes. Ah, Mr. Tatty, will you be venturing forth today? Do be sure to take care if so, though they say the star shower was harmless. One can never be too careful. But I concede it is not for me to tell the Warrior of Darkness how to look after himself. Old habits, you understand. Yeah, me and my slime hat and my slime earrings. Do you like my little slime earrings? I like that. You can see them up close. I like my little slime earrings. Ah, Galkin, how very opportune. Greetings, my friend. Do you perchance have a moment to spare? Yes, I always have a moment to spare. My life is a moment to spare. As much as we do all these insane things and go on lots of adventures, we always seem to have a moment to spare. Wonderful, wonderful. I wanted to thank you, you see, for revealing to us the truth of the Warrior of Light. After all these years, your tale set the record straight. Finally, the people see them as the great heroes they were. Or the great hero he is, in the case of Ardbert. You too were surprised to see him, I think. Yep, he came to us as a ghostly apparition. At the time, I was not certain what to make of it all, but I could see the effect his words had on those around me. And then the stars rained down from the sky, and well, you know the rest. When the commotion died down, you were nowhere to be seen, but I was determined to express my gratitude, and so here I am. Thank you, Galcum, for giving voice to the truth and restoring the Warriors of Light to their rightful place in history. Should you perhaps wish to have your account of these matters committed to writing, I would be more than willing to serve as your scribe. Indeed, if there is anything I can do to help, anything at all, you need only say the word. Save Ardbert! Save Ardbert! Because didn't he, in patch 5.2, he was a ghostly apparition that then came into fruition. And then I think, did he either died or he went off somewhere? Can't quite remember. Very well, tell me what the situation is like in the city. The situation in the city? Do you mean the people's awakening as Warriors of Light? Well, while questions remain about the circumstances surrounding Ardbert's return, history tells us that what took place may not be entirely unprecedented. Ah, but to understand that requires an understanding of Warriors of Light in a broader verdict context. If I please you, I should be glad to provide an overview. I flatter myself that it may grant you a better grasp of that which is occurring not only in the Crystarium but the world at large. Excellent. I shall return to the cabinet at once and look up the relevant texts. Pray join me at your earliest convenience. Wow, that is literally now. No rest for the righteous, it would seem. Do not let me keep you, sir. I bid you a pleasant day. Main story accepted. Right, so yes. As we were saying, so in patch 5.3 we got the main story quest, we got Beast Tribes, we got Near Raid, then there's a new Shiva Unreal, which says it's like an extreme or an ultimate, but it has a sense of sort of a mini-game aspect in. So not really sure on that. There's also the new weapon. So we did Ruby weapon last time, I think it's Sapphire this time. So there's also the Sapphire weapon fight to go. Obviously loads of new emotes and minions and mounts. Well, actually, I don't think I read anything about mounts. I read about minions and mates. I'm not sure if there's any new mounts. What else was in the patch? They buffed a few jobs. Bard got some buffs. Astrologian got quite a lot of buffs, to be fair. I think Warrior got a few different changes, and then some of the others got like 1 or 2 changes, but it wasn't that sort of overly changed, so I don't think it would matter as much. But I'll have to look into that more. Yes, our good friend Alphanode. The Warriors of Light, you say, forgive us, but we couldn't help overhearing. Now that is the wrong voice for him. We've been out keeping watch over... Oh my god, my voices are terrible. We've been out keeping watch over the Crystarium, but it appears to be business as usual. Even though they speak in some cutscenes, you still do crazy voices for these characters. So I thought I'd spend some time brushing up my knowledge of familiars, and Alphanode volunteered to help. I actually came on a different errand, but I'd be interested in hearing about the Warriors of Light as well. May I join you? Wow, these... I know, these are terrible voices. We need some speaking. We don't need to talk, we need them to speak. Of course, the more the merrier. If you would care to find a table below, I should be done with the books. I've got quite a tickly throat as well. My daughter's got colds from nursery, so I'm coming down with that. So I don't know if I'll be able to read everything. But we'll try. Hopefully there'll be more speaking cutscenes in the future. We'll want to pore over the annals of Frandic history. One would note the comparatively frequent recurrence of individuals hailed as Warrior of the Light. Ardbert and his comrades require no introduction, but many others bore the epithet. That's a hard way to say. Epithet. Long before them. To name but a few, there was Toltawil, legendary first king of Lakeland, Rodfort and Sulard, the fabled Dran and Galbat, duo of Vodbert. Oh, let's talk in this accent. And no, a list of vantage heroes would be complete without the Archmage Tuna of Ronka. In older text, she too was called a Warrior of Light. It did surprise me how ready people were to forget the negative associations of the title, but it makes sense if it's been around for centuries. Verily, in ages past it was simply a synonym for hero. In the wake of the flood, however, light came to be regarded with fear. The title not used not to exalt, but to reveal. Revel. Reveal? Revel? It is revel. A far cry from its beginnings. This, my friends, is Northern's oldest epic, the original tale of the struggle between good and evil. In a time where all lay shrouded in darkness, a prophesized hero rose to deliver the world from its doom. Fighting in the name of the light, the hero styled himself its foot soldier, and thus did he come to be known as the Warrior of Light. Curiously, in the centuries that followed, other heroes appeared who claimed the selfsame epithet. There's that word again. Epithet. Despite sharing no discernible connection with their predecessors. And in time, Warrior of Light came to be named accorded to all men and women of uncommon skill and valor. Valor! We love a bit of valor. Well, the plot thickens. As you know, the title of Warrior of Light is also used in the source. Though the manners in which individuals have earned it are many and varied, heroes have been honored thus since antiquity. Nor does the custom show any sign of dying out, as you can well attest. It makes you wonder, doesn't it? It surely can't be a coincidence. Coinkydinks? Indeed not. Let us imagine a man who has awakened to the echo and is able to hear Hydaelyn's voice. As she styles him, so too does he style himself, a warrior of light. Of course, being blessed with the echo does not in itself make one a hero, and conversely, there will have been no few heroes who are not blessed with it. But such distinctions are immaterial to the masses, and over time they came to use the title Warrior of Light and the word hero interchangeably. Sounds about right. It would be interesting to see if the theory holds true in the other worlds, if crossing the rift were that easy. Hydaelyn did call me a Warrior of Light. You demand me! I am a Warrior of Light. She did? I've never heard her voice myself, but I can feel her presence, perhaps through Minfilia. God, we miss Minfilia. I mean, Reese is a good replacement, but Minfilia, there's just no one that can replace Minfilia. At any rate, assuming all this is true, and there's a common thread behind the FFXIV. FFXIV! How many times do they use this word? The FFXIV! I actually don't know what FFXIV means. I doubt the Asians will have been amused to have the world at large associate light and the extension Heidelin with good must have added insult to injury. Ahem. While this discussion is undeniably fascinating, I wonder, should I be privy to it? Mayhap it would be better if I excused myself. Oh, no need for that, my friend. Pray accept our apologies. Your lesson on the Warriors of Light has given us much to ponder. Did someone say Warriors of Light? Ah! Who is the little girl? I've not seen you before, little girl. Riqi-Tio, are you alright? Ah, my precious tomes. Did I not say you must take care in the cabinet? You too, Aki, Ewell. We're sorry, Master Morin. Aren't you? Yes, I am. The Warrior of Darkness? Mama, my name's Riqi-Tio, and I want to help everyone. Please tell me what I have to do to be a hero, to be a warrior of light. Yeah, we're thinking, don't ask us. No idea, mate. Oh, don't look at us with those cute little eyes. I don't know how you become a warrior of light. I'm a warrior of darkness now. I'm not the warrior of light. I'm the warrior of darkness. Yeah, sold some growth formula delta. Ah, I like Riqi-Tio. She's cool. I hope she's in it more. So I want to be a warrior of light. Oh no, this is Riqi-Tio. So, I want to be a warrior of light, but not one that fights with a sword and all that. No, I want to be the kind that fights with potions and heals people, and a Parker fairy. And I'm going to help everyone in the Crystarium. No, in all of Northrend. When I told Arkell and Urworld this, they said that the cabinet should have lots of tomes about potions. But this place is so big, and we don't have the faintest idea where to begin searching. At this rate, I'm not going to get anywhere. If one knew where to look, one should indeed be able to find treaties on potions here. Even so, I fear they may prove a little difficult for one so young. But esteemed warrior of darkness, perhaps you might accompany young Riqi-Tio to Spagheddix? I've never even heard of Spagheddix. Rather than through tomes, I believe she stands to learn more by observing the Chidogans in their work. Sounds like a plan. It seems we finished here, so we'll come with you. Last one to Spagheddix is a rotten egg. Oh, I did skip steed. Right, where on earth is Spraggigins? I don't even know what it's called. Spraggigins? Let's just go at D. Oh, you just pressed some random wrong buttons. No, we don't want to go fancying around the world. We don't want to go fancying around the world. Oh cool, we went to the place we wanted. Right. Right, it's outside and round to the left. And it'll be one of the little hidey holes. Is this laggy or is this alright? I mean, it's gonna be laggy because everyone's starting playing it. Nah, bitrate seems alright today. We had some problems with Fall Guys the other day, but bitrate seems to be holding up. Well now, to what do I owe the pleasure of so many bright-eyed visitors? Is that the way of it, sweetie? You wish to learn about medicine?
That's right. I want to become a warrior of light who uses potions to help people all over the world.
Well, that is a very noble endeavour, and you aren't alone in it. No few at our infirmary yearn to venture forth as warriors of light, but ultimately they have all decided not to pursue that dream.
Huh? Why?
Because the people here need them too, sweetie. The guards who place themselves in harm's way to keep us safe, the artisans who toil tirelessly that we might sustain our way of life, and younglings like you who are the future of the Crystarium. They couldn't simply abandon them, you see, and so, difficult though it was, they made the decision to remain.
Then, does this mean my dream isn't any good?
Oh, sweetie, yours is a wonderful dream, and it would be my pleasure to help you pursue it. If we all work hard, the day will come when our there's so many words I can't pronounce. Chirurgians. It's like surgeons, but chirurgians may set forth to and folk in every corner of the realm. As we strive towards the day, I hope that we can rely upon you as well. Though I must warn you, ours is not an easy path. No, you must work very, very hard.
I'm not afraid of hard work. I'll become the best apothecary ever. Just you watch.
Hehe. That's the spirit. Without further ado then, may I entrust you with a task? I have placed an order at Sweet Sieve for a potion ingredient, and I would like you to go and collect it.
Oh, an ingredient. Leave it to me, miss.
Off she pops. My, such an abundance of energy, though I can't help wonder if she'll be alright by herself. My apologies, but would you mind accompanying her? When you arrive at Sweet Sieve, speak with a woman named Gracine, and she will point you in the right direction. Count on me, man, count on me. I shall join you as the one who suggested the course to Riqi-Tio. I would assist her in her first steps. And what about the two of you? Are you coming along too? Well, we do want to become warriors of light, just not the same kind as Riqi. So we'll wait for you here, warrior of darkness. When you return, please teach us how to fight. In that case, Reen and I shall keep them company to take the opportunity to ask about their aspirations. Let's go! Misa Calcantati! Right, speak with Gracine. Where are we going now? Over there. Right. What was that? Someone just teleported away. I thought it was some sort of it looked like a sightseeing point. I was like, why is there a sightseeing point on the ground in the Crystarium that wasn't there before? But it looked like a carbuncle was being summoned away. Sweet Sieve! Ah, look, the plants are all getting watered. They're all getting nicely watered. Now these plants, they come on at certain times and then they switch off, I'm pretty sure. I'm sure they're timed to Aeolsian time. So when it gets like towards, they go for like 4 hours or so and then they stop. It's stuff like that that's fun in these games. Oh, if it isn't Warrior of Darkness himself, may I assume you're with Master Alphanod? Right, lest you wonder, Chesimil's order is for grapes. As busy as we have been at late, however, I regret to say that we didn't have time to harvest them. So, it was with apologies that I asked Master Alphinaud and his young companion to help themselves to the fruits on the vines. Perhaps you could lend them a hand. It's the undersized grapes you'll want to pick. They're too small for normal consumption, but suitable for making wine and medicine. I cannot get my words out. Undersized grapes. Bum ba bum. 1 free undersized grapes. Let's make wine and medicine. Oh, what if you got them mixed up and instead of making medicine you made wine and then gave it to Riqi-Tio?
Oh, you're here too? We're picking little grapes. It's quite fun.
Good old Riqi-Tio.
Wow, you've picked this many already? Amazing!
I dare say we have enough between us. Shall we take them back to Chesimile?
I can't wait to see what she's gonna do with them.
Tell me, Riqi, what made you want to become an apothecary and warrior of light?
Well, a while ago I felt sick, really sick. My body was burning up, and I felt so weak I couldn't even get out of bed. Then a traveling apothecary came to me and gave me a potion to drink. It was the foulest thing I'd ever tasted, but it made me get better. She was so brave, the apothecary I mean. She went around taking care of people, even when it was dangerous, and I decided I wanted to help people just like her. So I started brewing potions out of grass and giving them to my friends. But I didn't really know what I was doing, or if there was anything else I could do. Then not long ago, a neighbor told me he was going to become a warrior of light and go traveling the world helping people. And I thought that's the same as what I want to do.
I see. Out of curiosity, what did your neighbor do in the end?
Failure? I haven't seen him for a bit, so he must already be out there looking for people to help.
Failure. One of the guards awakened by the star shower? Thank you for sharing your tale with us, Riqi-Tio. I myself took inspiration from one not unlike your travelling apothecary, and I hope her good example will spur you on to realize your dreams. But it will not be done in a day. Such lofty goals are reached through hard work and persistence, through countless little acts of heroism, like delivering the grapes to Chesimile. It would seem I have been labouring under a misapprehension. I had convinced myself that it was Elizabeth who had sowed the desire to become warriors of light within the hearts of the people, but I see now that that impulse to aid their fellow man abided with them from the first. Elizabeth did no more than give it a name. Well, we knew that. And as he so kindly proclaimed, we must return to our world ere long. With the exarch labouring tirelessly, I doubt not, but that... Alphinaud, you speak such good language, but for me to read it, whew, I doubt not but that a way will be found. Yet I believe I speak for us all when I say I cannot leave in good conscience, not until we have dealt with Elizabeth. Hey, Elizabeth isn't all that. We still think it's the exarch that's going to be the enemy. But we'll find out. This is no longer a strange and distant land after all. Noverant has become a home to us and her people are our own. Yeah. Let us return to Spagarix. It won't do us to keep your admirers waiting. Let's return to Spagarix. Oh, look at that. Crystal Tower. Something's gonna happen with the Crystal Tower, because they said you had to complete all the Crystal Tower parts previous to this patch. Which means that there's gonna be a massive link between the two Crystal Towers. And to be fair, there's been a link since the start, seeing as though the Crystal Tower appears in the center of the Crystarium, and the Crystal Tower appears next to Mordona, so there is a big link between the two. And then the Exarch himself is, we think he's the link between both of them. And everyone thinks he's good, but ooh, there's always been something about that Crystal Exarch. You just don't know. I mean, you've got very friendly with him, and he could be a really good friend, but there's just something. From the grapes we shall make a vinegar, to which we will add elfgrass and a few other herbs to produce an invigorating syrup. Though it's unspeakably sour, it does wonder for the constitution. As part of our studies, I may just have to give Riqi-Tio a little taste. Hee hee. Ah, don't tell me you've put wine in it. Riqi-Tio's gonna be off her little face. She's gonna be absolutely off her face. Warrior of Darkness, if you've finished helping Riqi, won't you show us some fighting? Not play fighting, but honest to God's fighting. We already have some enemies that you can deal with. Vampire bats! The guards say that they've become a pest around the Crystarium of late. We tried to sneak outside to hunt them, but the guards caught us and sent us home. But they shouldn't mind if you were doing the fighting, and we were just watching. The children told us as much while you were away, and in preparation, Chesimar kindly furnished us with some lure for the bats. While the creatures won't give you any sport, bear in mind that the younglings will be watching. That's to say, put on a good show, yes? Right, let's head outside. Everybody follow me.
Elise, wait just a second. Come on there, children.
I can't remember what voice I was doing for Rise. Hold on. We're going to the gate. Ah, it is outside the gate. Okay. The Exarch Gate. Can we not get back out? Oh, I can't remember. I've not been to the Crystarium for a while, in fairness. I usually go to Ulmore. Or, to be fair, you'll always find me in Gridania. I will literally be right next to the Retainer and Market Board south entrance. That is where I am always gathered, doing me crafting.